Good morning, good morning. This is my first time trying Ace Beaute. I really like the outside of the box. It's got this nice little flap right here that makes it so much easier to pull. This is called Classical Paradise by Ace Beaute. I wish I could tell you guys how much I got this for. Online it looks like it is regularly like $35. I got this during Ace Beaute's kind of Black Friday sale. I think this might have been 60% off, but it's really hard to say because the receipt that I received, the confirmation, doesn't have all the palettes spaced out with the amount of money that they cost. But this palette really called to me because it has some very beautiful autumn colors in here. The color story is really giving autumn, and it's just something I wanted to try out. It was my first time trying it out. I picked to try this palette first because I thought maybe I would like this palette the least. And unfortunately, my suspicions are correct. I think this is going to be a palette to give away to my cousin because this one was not for me. But let's look at what's inside. So of course, this is the outside. As you can see, this is the actual palette. This is just the box. They look exactly the same. So what it looks like, you'll get on the box. You'll get it exactly as is. Again, I got this one online. It was on sale. There is a mirror here, which we're going to cover up with the box. But this is the autumn colors that I saw online. I thought I would try. It kind of reminds me of some of the colors that are going to be in the Allie Dawson Ofra collection. The singulars. I think there's like 5 shades in her little palette, and it's like a green, a yellow, an orange, and like a dark red, I think, along with a kind of, there's a highlighter in the middle. So these are the shades, and of course I want to maybe start with the positive that I really love. The outside, the packaging is really pretty. I really love the color story. The color story is really nice. The mattes are very pigmented, definitely very pigmented. I like the names of the colors. I feel like they fit in with the theme. But overall, you know what it comes down to. I am a shimmer girl. I love shimmers. And these shimmers just aren't doing it for me, especially with this top row. The top row did not work for me. So I do like the amount of shades there are in here, because I could do 4, 4, 4, and that's what I did with my makeup looks. I spent 3 days on this. I did 1 makeup look per day. And on the eyes, the eyeshadows look really very much the same. The best shimmer eyeshadow in this palette is Harvest. That's kind of it. Mineral and Hay looked the same on my eyes. And Barley and Sunflower were just kind of shimmery. There was no color to the shimmer. Sunflower looked Sunflower was one of the hardest to apply on my eye. It was very difficult. Overall, I think I'm going to be giving away this palette because of the shimmer shades in here, not necessarily because of the mattes. Golden Apple was a bit kind of difficult to use in a way. I couldn't really blend out Golden Apple. I mostly had to just place the color on my eye, and that was the best I could do. So let's do some swatches so you guys can see what I mean. I don't think I really need to swatch the mattes because, please trust me when I tell you that the mattes are pretty decent overall, except for maybe again that green one, but they all are very pigmented. Oh wait, I might as well just mention here too now, when I properly did my full makeup routine, I used this over here. By the end of my shopping trip, all the colors on my eyes had turned into a different color. They had kind of muddled, and that wasn't something that I was expecting, because I used green and red. Those aren't really colors that really work together. But they had kind of muddled, and the green was gone, and the red was kind of gone, and they had just kind of turned into a brown. Even though when I left the house, you could tell that my outer corner was red, and my kind of upper part of the eye, my halo part of my eyeshadow was green. So the colors don't last. That was kind of weird, and something I thought I'd mention. I think I'll do 4 shimmers. Well, yeah. So I do Sunflower, Mineral, Hay, and Harvest. Harvest is kind of really giving glam light vibes. It's kind of like the best out of a worse situation. So I wanted to show these two off first. because on the eye, when I applied it on my eye, they looked exactly the freaking same. This is Sunflower. It's kind of chunky on the bottom, if you can tell. And this one was my favorite, which is Harvest. Again, they're all kind of... Do you see how much more I can get out of this one? Like, whoop. Look at that. I got so much more color and pigmentation from this. These are so light. They're almost all like highlighters versus an actual shimmer eyeshadow with color. These all look at the white, silver kind of gleam. It's just kind of like tin. But you can especially see it here. They all look white. They all look white in this light. But not this one. This one actually has color. Next, I think I'll do Maize, Golden Apple, and Soil, just so you can see. I thought Maize, which means corn, which is why it's yellow, was okay. It's pretty decent. Apple and Soil. There's 3 shades right there. You can tell they are super pigmented. That is something that I did like from the mattes. They're just, the green one was kind of splotchy, and they didn't keep their color very long. Overall, I think you can build it up. But look at that yellow. That's pretty. I like that. Here we go with the green. And you can see right there, it starts off nice and strong, ends kind of weak. And I keep having to, so I just put some more on my finger. I kept having to place it. Like if you place it, there's the color. But not if you would like try and blend it out. This one is Soil. I don't know if it's just because they're so pigmented that they kind of need that placement. But I feel like with the red at least I could try and blend it out and move the color. I don't feel like I could move the color with the green one. I felt like I was erasing it every time I tried to blend it out. Overall, I can only recommend this palette if you want kind of like metallic shimmers that end up kind of looking all the same with some very intense, colorful, matte colors. That just seems very bizarre. I'm not fully sure I can completely recommend this. I think if you're interested in it and there's a sale, try it out. But overall, I think this is just such a very bizarre mix, because why would you want incredibly bright highlighter level shimmer shadows and compare that to really bright, matte, intense matte shades? That just seems like a very weird thing to recommend, but if this is something that catches your eye, I think you should check it out. Thanks for watching this video. You'll have a great day.